Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So, as you can see, there's a rather large tree sat next to me here. So I've just finished this. So I'm going to take you back a few days to where I dug this tree up, and I had to transport it all the way home. So it was probably about 9, 10 foot tall, huge magnolia. It was just about to flower and everything. Such a shame that it had to be removed, but it wasn't wanted where it was. But anyway, I'll take you back to the beginning and I'll show you the whole progress of me digging this up and getting it potted. So stay tuned, back to you in a sec and we'll make a start.
Okay, so this is the tree. Big old magnolia, must be about 30 years old, and it was going to be get rid of, so I decided to try and dig it up, and I'm going to have to cut it back quite a lot. As you can see, it's just about to start flowering, which is such a shame, but all this is going to have to be cut off. So I've managed to get out a fair amount of roots. It didn't really have a huge amount of roots, there's only 2 or 3 big thick roots, the rest of them are little fine ones. You can see the trunk's 5 inches, 6 inches. So I'm going to prune it back, try and get it to fit in the car. Okay, so this looks really drastic, but that's how much I had to cut off just to get it to fit in the car. So once I get it back, I'll seal all the cuts up. You can see we've got a fair amount of roots here. It's quite a lot of fine roots. There's a few big thick ones that I had to cut off, but it didn't really put up too much of a fight getting out of the ground, so like I said, there wasn't a huge amount of roots anyway. This is Joy, mum and dad's dog. She's been helping dig up. So anyway, I'll get this back in the car, we'll get it back to mine, and we'll see what we can do. Okay, so got the tree back now. So I rattle the roots up in the bin bag, and I had to cut it right back, mainly to get it in the car. Managed to save a fair amount of roots, not as much as I would have liked, but I'm hopeful that it will survive. So next thing, we need to get it in a pot, and then I'm hoping I can fit it in the greenhouse, just to protect it a bit until spring. But anyway, I'll go find a pot and I'll get some soil ready. Alright, I found a pot. I would have liked a little bit bigger, but it's the biggest one I've got at the moment, so I have to do. I think it'd be fine in there anyway. So this is going to be pre-bonsai. So that should make a really nice ornamental, like bonsai garden tree, if it survives. And I'm just using gritty compost. So it's just multi-purpose compost with some potting grit mixed into it. So that should be ideal, should drain quite nicely. And the pot I've got some nice big holes for drainage. So next thing is to get that in there. So I'll start off with a little layer of compost in the bottom, and then we'll try it on the sides and see how we go. Don't you eat my garlic, you. That's Shiloh, one of our cats, having a little munch on the garlic. Come to investigate what I'm up to. So we're almost in mid-February. See all the snowdrops are up in the background there. And there's a few which have come up in the hedges as well. This is just where I've accidentally thrown some bulbs in there, I think. So anyway, I'll get that in that pot now, and then we'll have a better look. So I'm just about to put it in the pot. And you can see we have got some substantial roots on there still. I'm not going to cut off any more now. It's got quite a lot of roots, but for the size of the tree, it's a really big tree. Must be about 5 or 6 inches across. So I'm really hoping it lives. One thing I found, the branches are really brittle. I've already snapped off a few by accident. See, we've got buds on this. It did have, like I showed you, it did have big flower buds on it, but all of them have to go. So I've just put some soil in the pot, mounded it up in the middle a bit, and I'm going to put the tree in and then wiggle it down into the soil. So I'll get that done. Something like that I think should be good. I've adjusted the angle slightly, it's not quite upright. Just because this side sticks out more, I leaned it that way a little bit. I think that looks quite good at that angle. But I'm just trying to recuperate it now. I'm not really too fussed about the roots or the angle or anything else at the moment. Just want to get it to survive for the rest of winter and next year really. So I'll get some, I'm just going to cram as much soil in as I can around the roots. And then what I might do is try and seal these big cuts a bit with some rubber cement. So I'll get that done. It's not a litter tray. Don't you dare. Anyway, I'll crack on. Right, I'm getting there now with the compost. So I'm just working it in the roots. Trying to get it all in there. Make sure there's no air pockets. I might need to mix up a bit more. Never seem to do quite enough when I mix up some soil. So just try and work it in as best as I can, and then I'll give it a good old water, and hopefully it'll fill in any air pockets that I've missed. Just wash it through. I'm going to top it up right up to here, try and cover this little root. We need every root that we've got at the moment. But even that little root I want to cover over. And all these ones. Up to about there. And then we'll have another look at the tree. See if there's anything else I need to do. It's going to be a really nice tree. Alright, so just about done filling up with soil. Pressed it in between the roots as best as I can. So I'm going to give it a good old water. Try and get this soil off the trunk there. And hopefully it'll wash through, fill in any air pockets that are there. Give it a shake around. I'm just going to wedge a stone under it so we're on a slope here. It's more upright. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some rocks all around the base of it, mainly to stop the cats from digging in there, but also to give it a bit more weight at the bottom, and it will hold a bit more moisture in the soil as well. Stop it moving around as much. So I'll just keep watering until it comes out the bottom. So I'll let it soak in and I'll come back and water it again. And I've got some, this is just rubber glue, rubber cement, flexible glue. If you watch Nigel Saunders, this is all he uses to seal the cuts and stuff on trees. And he says that it's better than most of the cut paste you can get. And if nothing else, it's cheaper anyway. So that'll be the next thing, is I'll go around and seal all the cuts on here. So I'm going to seal all the cuts with the rubber glue. Like that. Make sure I get all the bare wood and stuff covered. Not a particularly clean cut, but I'll tie that up later on in the season once the trees are covered. And I'll go around and do the rest of them. Right, so I've got all the cuts sealed. I'm just having a little look at the tree now. See if there's anything I can see which I can remove. Take around the other side. And I'm thinking this one here can come off. It goes over this branch here, and it follows the same sort of direction of it. So I think if we get rid of that, I think it will make it look better, and it will make it slightly narrower, so I might be able to get it in the greenhouse. It just kind of looks a bit off, that branch there. So I'll go get my loppers and we'll take that one off, and I'll reseal the cut. Okay, so I've just put it in front of this white sheet so you can see it. Okay, it's kind of slanting that way now, but I can sort that out later. But the branch that I'm talking about is this one here. I'm not sure, there's already quite a big gap there, so but if I lean it back the other way, I'll go over there and lean it across. I'll wedge a rock under it. And get it to stay. Okay, so if I put it like that, I've got these two branches, that one and that one, which are both basically the same. And then I'm just trying to think what to do. So for now, I'm just going to leave it, let the tree recover, not cut off anything else. It's just how it's grown at the end of the day. So it is what it is. As I said, it's pre-bonsai at the moment, so first things first, we've got to get the tree healthy, so I think I'll leave it at that.
Okay everyone, so I really hope this tree survives. because it's going to make a beautiful bonsai tree one day. And you see it's quite tall. It's got this really chunky base. I was contemplating doing a bit more work on it now, but I think I'm just going to leave it alone now. Let it recover. I've missed a branch there. I've got to seal it up. I might just recut it, clean up the cut a bit more. But I'll do that off camera. So anyway, I'll keep you updated on the tree. Hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm sorry I didn't get any footage of me actually digging the tree out, but it was kind of a on the spot thing. I didn't really plan to do a video, so anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.